Right. And I'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can't get anyone any other day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does it mean? Please don't sigh like that. We back. All will now reconvents. Yes, for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thought is simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilt of the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear how you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Oh, the stakes can't be high enough. They have a second stomach for that. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers? Yeah, the assistant girl. The assistant girl is like not going in, like... We didn't see her the whole time, basically. But we saw her at the eating, right? So... Yeah, I don't know, like... She was at the scene. But... Yeah, let's just try. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot, yeah, but you know, maybe because the trousers were not fitting. Maybe because the costume was not fitting. Or maybe because she... I don't know, they said she didn't know about the dragging foot. Oh, bad feeling time. Remember, the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, maybe. Nah, 10, I don't know, like 10 years old, it's like, you don't... 10 years old, you are really tiny. You're super tiny. So, and clothing would be like school uniforms, I guess. If it's in Japan or something, like, they have uniforms, you would recognize like a school girl or boy. It was a boy. They said that it was a fanboy, a young male, 10 years old. How? And me? What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limbed. This is not true. That kind of takes the leg out from under the case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. What? The security lady herself, then? Thanks, Maya, for the pun. I mean, should we accuse a freaking grade school boy? Are they pointing on that? I go for it, and I save, because we know we have to save in this game for some reason. I save, and I say it's the boy, because, you know, it was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Bah, are you serious? Suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with his spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the spear samurai. Oh, yeah, this is true too. God damn it. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Huh. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm dying now. So they'd point at the lady. Okay, yeah, then I take the last option here. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. She had a name? Oh, who? The skilled samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means, however, was in the suit knew about the yeah, okay, yeah, I already... Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Power and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Snapper? Sorry, you know, I guessed like 5 other different persons and now we're back here. So. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Mrs. Oldbag to you. Mrs. Oldbag was standing guard, alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the skilled samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai's costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Like, again, she talks about, sorry to interfere here, but this makes no sense. It makes no freaking sense. Like, she talked about that every day, she looked at the photos and she deleted photos. So she could like deleted all the photos then. She could have deleted her photo then. It's so easy. Like, why should they bother? Yeah, I mean, yeah, now she can like point at the other dude and say he was it, right? So yeah, it makes sense because she can like point at someone. But in the end, yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, I guess. If she only wants to murder him, she could have gone like without like the costume. But I guess she wants to point at him, huh? Sorry. If she wasn't the costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Power. Yeah, I should read this. Then you know. I see. Excellent. Deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I said that like 5 years ago, but then then I poured it at a poor little 5-year-old boy. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. I know. Arthur Conan Doyle right here, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? No, this would be too much. No. She really deleted one of a child. And because there is no reason to go there without the costume, go back, and then go there again with the costume. So no. She deleted a photo of a child. This was the truth. Because it would make no sense to go there twice. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What that's supposed to mean? So you all think I did? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something! It's my move. Maybe now it's my chance to take this... Yeah, press. Give Granny a break, no. Granny will die in court of a heart attack. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbeck's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? Yeah, this is what we, you know. Break Granny over your pointy finger. Everyone's sus. I know. You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The kid? Now it's not a kid? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though. As you said, second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I saw that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Oh, when I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders' days, whippersnappers? I have proof. Do I have proof? Proof? Indeed. And let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder? Ah, the weapon, of course, because, you know, the weapon was not there. The weapon was not there. We just talked about that. The weapon was not at the scene, Your Honor. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Yeah, we talked about that. The very spear is shown here in this photo. Slap table. In confidence. How could the boy have taken the spear? That's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. Slap. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Mrs. Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor? Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. This is all. This court is you know, squad law, you shitheads. Go home. Nothing to see here. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you ran off, breaking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm chalking. Oh, great. Stop the press. The Windbag wants to talk. This is Oldbag. What is all this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Okay, slurping intensified. What? All these like lying beefcakes like in the court. Why? Why is everyone lying when they stand there? This is so odd. Not to talk about. By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they hold me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you were going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust anything from this. So there was like there were people in Studio 2, but then if there were people in Studio 2, they all had gotten I mean when they got before 1 PM because camera is weird, security is weird in that place. That means it means nothing. Okay, Miss Oldbag, this is critical information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap. And I always do what I'm told. Yeah, tell the truth on court. You did not do that, by the way, so I didn't trust you. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. What? Is it right? Your cross-examination. Are we doing more now? Our lips were sealed. Where, there, and where, what are... Some other people. Yeah, what does that mean? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director. We should have known something was fishy. Who could they have done a run-through on their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Studio 2. Yeah, in Studio 2 trailer. Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, cool. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Yeah, there was. Well, if you look at the guide map, there it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Continue? But what does that mean? Zolbeck, this is a trial of murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think yeah, take a break. Okay. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Smack table. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Yeah, we have to do that. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is quite a law now. This time for real. Go home. 1 p.m. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I? Well, we'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next... They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure of Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kinda feel sorry for her. She wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Let's get down to it, get down. Let's get down to it, go down. And he is like thankful and all that shit. Good. He better be. To be continued. Oh, this is like... I hate this. This whole like try stuff is so dumb. Like we have to like repeat stuff that we already know. I don't know, we have to like, I don't know, pressure the shit out of people. We have to like threaten them. We have to like make all the weird stuff to, I don't know, to make them feel bad, and they always tend to lie to me. It's like, what's going on? Like,